Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Almighty Sports Show. As you know, we are going over the primetime games, and we started out with Thursday, we did Sunday, and now we're going to do the first half of Monday. But before we get into that, let's go over what's happening in the Big 12 in college football. A few weeks ago, Jillian, a good friend of mine, and I were at Kurt's Coffee House, sipping caps. All of a sudden, she says, "Dude, you hear about the Big 12 may sell the licensing rights?" And I'm like, "No, crap. Isn't Saul State pushing hard to get the naming rights?" And she's like, "Oh, hell yeah. This would be worth hundreds of millions." And in our caffeinated buzz, we were about to start bashing our heads on the table. I mean, it's only college, but we're talking big, big money and something really different. So I'm like, okay, look, the Big 12 would drop the word big and replace it with all state, like it would be the all state 12 conference or some such. I mean, that's billions of dollars, Jillian. How do you feel about the all state 12? Jillian looked at me with her blue eyes and said, "I would rather feel a Big 12." I'm like, "Oh, God, not here. Let's get back on track here." And I said, "Okay, whatever, but listen to this. The Big 12 is also considering another unorthodox way to raise funds. The conference is considering an investment from Luxembourg based private equity company CVC Capital Partners. The firm wants a 15 to 20% stake in the conference, and they're willing to pay between 800 million and $1 billion. Jillian came back with between now and next year, look for all conferences following the big or maybe the All State 12 conference or some such. And I'm telling you, the landscape may look very different next year. And I just hope the NFL doesn't follow suit. And this is going to be worth big money. But, let's get back to Monday Night Football. First half of the Monday night games here. And so, you know, there we go. There we go. So, week one, the matchup is the New York Jets at San Francisco 49ers on ESPN and ABC. And this is, I don't know, the Jets are getting a lot of games because of Aaron Rodgers. So hopefully, Aaron Rodgers doesn't go out on week one on Monday Night Football. I hope he can stay healthy, but we'll see how. This will be a test for the Jets. See how good they are compared to a mega team, the San Francisco 49ers. Week two, Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles, the Battle of the Birds. This will be Kirk Cousins' first prime time with the Atlanta Falcons, and we will see if the Eagles can get home and have their stuff together this year. Don't stumble around like they were in a daze last year. Now, week three is a doubleheader week, and they overlap, as you know. I mean, the first game is the Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. Starts at 7:30. It's on ESPN. And I don't know. The Bills, I don't think the Bills are as strong as everyone thinks they are. But they're home and they should handle. Who cares? It could be a good game. I mean, if a good battle between us, we'll be able to see what's going on. And also to continue, This game starts not at 8:15 on ABC. The Commanders at the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, if Burrow is healthy, they should handle the Commanders, but the Commanders made a buttload of moves in the offseason, draft picks, um, signings of free agents. So I expect them to have a very decent season. Now I think they'll give Cincinnati a run for the money, and it should be a pretty damn good game. Week 4 is also a doubleheader week. Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins, 7:30 ESPN. Well, Miami needs to, will probably win this game. I mean, Tennessee had an overhaul on the coaching staff. Yeah, that's true. But the Dolphins kept their main guys and made some good moves. I think they'll handle Tennessee pretty well. And I think the Dolphins, at this point, will be going 4-0. I think they'll beat the Bills in week 1. Now, week 4, the second game, the Seahawks at the Detroit Lions. I mean, this is also September 30th. It's an 8:15 game, and this one's on ABC. And, these overlap games, I'm going to be quite candid, they suck ass. I mean, I don't know why they're doing this. I guess it must be popular because they have 4 scheduled this year compared to 3 last year. And the Seahawks also have a whole new coaching staff. So we'll see how tough they are. But the Detroit Lions, at their home, the Lions this year are going to win that division. And then I think they have a mission this year. And they'll take care of Seattle handedly. The Saints at Kansas City. This is October 7th. And, yeah, the Chiefs. There's going to be a Taylor Swift sighting at this game because she is putting her touring on hold for September and October to watch her beau play ball. So hopefully, that'll probably help him get fired up. And they'll take care of Kansas City. It might not be a blowout, but don't look. I mean, this is Kansas City, for gosh sakes. Week 6, Buffalo Bills, New York Jets. Okay, this is cool. October 14th on ESPN. I mean, this is a division battle. And these, come on. This is, once again, we're going to be, Aaron's going, if Roger Aaron's is healthy, we'll see if the Jets are in it to win it. Buffalo, I think, will not be as strong as they were last year. So the Jets could maybe sneak past them and take second for a little while here behind Miami. But this should be a good game. Rodgers, woo, and Allen, come on. And a division game. Those are always good matchups. Week 7, another doubleheader week. So, Baltimore Ravens at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one's an 8:15 game. And we will see how good Tampa Bay is. Baker signed a nice contract with the Buccaneers. They retained all the receivers and key players and made some moves. The Ravens have Derrick Henry to run all over their butts. And also Lamar Jackson to pass and run. So it's going to be a test for the Buccaneers. And the Ravens will probably come out on top. But I don't think it's going to be easy for them. So anyway, 45 minutes later, the Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals, 9 o'clock. Oh boy, that's okay, whatever. Yes, the Chargers have new coaching. But, so what? The Chargers will probably, I think they'll be fired up, not fired. Well, they could be fired by then if they suck. But it should be a good battle. The Cardinals, we'll see how well they're doing this year. They always have high expectations and fall flat. Maybe this year they'll put it together. Week 8, the New York Giants at the Pittsburgh Steelers, 8:15, October 28th. So it's a Halloween weekend game. So everybody's going to be in their Halloween gala for this one. So you should get some nice shots of the in the crowd of people celebrating Halloween. And so Pittsburgh and Tomlin seems to be fired up since he signed that extension. And we'll see if Justin Fields is the answer to Pittsburgh's quarterback problems. It's week 8. Is he still starting? Well, I guess Russell Wilson will be starting. I'm sorry about that, folks. But it may go back and forth anyway. I could be right about that. If Fields starts out sucking, well, here comes if Wilson sucks, then there's Fields. But I believe that the Steelers coaching staff will improve these quarterbacks. And we may see a career year out of Russell Wilson this year at Pittsburgh. With that being said, look for them to handle the Giants a loss. Hand the Jets. Week 9, and this is where we're going to stop in our review. And Tampa Bay's back on Monday night, and this time they're playing Kansas City. It's November 4th, 8:15 game on ESPN. And believe it or not, this could be a Super Bowl no, it's not going to happen. No. This is like how they're going to meet this season. Tampa Bay will win the division and maybe make it to the division round, and if they're lucky, championship, but they're not going to get to the Super Bowl. That's going to be the Detroit Lions and Kansas City this time. So, anyway, that's the first half of Monday Night Football here on the Almighty Sports Show 53. I'm your host, Richard, for this show, for the Almighty Sports Show. You know what? I've done this half of the season, and I did Thursday, and I did Sunday. This is Monday, and maybe in the comment section, on a scale 1 to 5, which prime time or streamer has the best schedule? Amazon, NBC, or ESPN ABC? Which one do you think? With 1 being the lowest number and 5 being the highest number, they're in between. Because I'll tell you next week after we go over the second half of Monday Night Football, which streaming service has the best games to watch in 2024. And with that, I'm your host, Richard, and I hope everybody has a good weekend and has enjoyed this review of the first half of Monday Night Football.